So we did an episode, I want to say Friday, when we had the full panel. We covered the No Bull tour. And what we thought it was going to be was a MJ bashing session. We thought it was going to be all bad. We thought they was being bitter and all that stuff. But I was listening to Stacy King's podcast. So I was listening to it, and he was talking about how when they did the Ring of Honor ceremony in Chicago, he had a conversation with Horace Grant, and they talked about this tour. And he said it's totally different from what everybody think, man. So let me play you what Stacy King said. And for those that don't know, Stacy King was one of the players for the first three-peat. Right. So this is what he said about it.
The internet last spring when we had Scottie Pippen on the show, and Scottie Pippen is now taking his show on the road. His salty tour is over in Australia. I guess he's enlisted Luke Longley. I don't know if Horace Grant is with him, but they want to give their version on the documentary, the Last Dance documentary. Stacy, what do you make of that? I mean, they're charging people admission to hear their gripes.
Okay, first of all, I know the real scoop. Okay, I know the whole inside on this. Okay, first of all, it's not a haters tour. Okay, it's not a haters tour. Okay, I think Bleacher Report they were the first one that brought it up. What it is Luke Longley is in Australia. He lives in Australia, and he loves to bring his teammates over to Australia to talk about the Bulls, to talk about their time playing with Michael Jordan. And it's just because the Bulls are still big in Australia, and they pay a lot to come over there. Like Scottie made like $100,000 going over there the first time he went over. And then Horace, when I talked to Horace at the Ring of Honor, he was going over there to get on the tour thing. But it's not. Don't read into that. Somebody put that as clickbait. It's not a let's talk about Michael and talk about the Last Dance and all that. What's been said has been said. They will answer questions because it's a Q&A, and there'll probably be some questions of what their relationship is with Michael Jordan, and I'm sure they're going to have their answers. But it's not one of those like let's just let's tell our side of the story and get it out there, because that's what everybody is thinking. That's what it is, and it's really not. It's just a meet and greet, sign autographs, ask some questions. And then take pictures with fans. That's all. That's what it's all about. It's not. When I saw that the other day on Bleacher Report, I laughed because, a lot of these people just put things for clickbait, so they think can go viral. Until you actually see them, somebody's got it on video where they're actually talking about it. That's not what this little tour is. It's more of a goodwill tour. Being able to meet some pro athletes. They go there, they go sign autographs, they run camps over there. They do just like the NBA sends players. Luke Longley is the ambassador over in Australia. So he brings Bulls players over there, like Randy Brown. I think Dickie Simpkins is going over there on the next tour. So he tries to bring all his teammates and former Bulls over there because the Bulls are so large over in Australia.
So that's good to hear. So we got a person on the screen now, makes 101 cents. Yes, I live in Australia, and I keep saying this. I watched the Melbourne show, and it was all laughs. It seems like one or two things, right? This is a way for Luke Longley to give back to the fan base in Australia, and what Stacy King is saying, that there is a fan base, they really love the Chicago Bulls in Australia because they had a guy that starred on the Bulls that's from Australia, which is Luke Longley, right? So they probably still got a huge fan base over there, and Luke Longley tries to bring former Bulls over there as a way to give back to his country and his community, right? And he mentioned Randy Brown has been there, and a couple of other names has probably been over here. And now Pippen and Horace Grant is there. I think Pippen went before, and he said he made it over $100,000 with speaking engagements and questions and answers. So this what this tour is really about. If they wanted they never came out and said that they was going to air Michael Jordan out or set the record straight from the Last Dance, but the way they presented it left it open for interpretation. And I think the obvious low-hanging fruit for us to grab on was they bitter and they going over there to air out Michael Jordan because we knew what their history was between them and Mike. They allowed us to think that because they wanted people to come out, give it attention, buy the tickets, and come come listen to them. You know, so it was a money grab for them, number one, and number two, it was a way to give back to the Australian population, and I think it went good, and it's a good thing they didn't go over there and do what we thought they was gonna do, right? So you know, I just wanted to clear that up because now I got a video out there of us talking about what we thought they was gonna do, and it wouldn't be responsible if I found out that it was different and we were wrong, and then me not come on here and actually do this part of it as well. So that's all I wanted to say for it. I'll open the phone lines up just in case y'all wanted to call in and talk about either three of these topics. I got about 10 to 15 minutes before I end it. Either topic we can get on, right? So phone lines are open. Call back in here and we can touch on either one of those topics. It don't matter. If LeBron didn't come to LA, Lakers and would have Kawhi, PG, AD, I think Kawhi probably would have went, to be honest with you. I think Kawhi probably would have went. T-Ray, what's up, big dog?
Yeah, bro. I just want to touch in real quick, man. I had been typing in the chat. Okay, so if LeBron wasn't guilty, why would he allow Chael Shannon to go out all these years and accuse him of taking Red and then having the same dealer as he has? You know, you get defamation lawsuits that people put on people all the time, but you never heard about none of that. You know?
You think LeBron would actually do? I mean, it probably didn't even have to be LeBron. It probably just be his team that'll probably do it. I mean, it's people that have been sued by Michael Jordan, and I don't think Michael Jordan was like, "Hey, go sue them." It's just he has a team of lawyers that see stuff and they handle it. Because I think it was a local grocery store in Chicago that passed out flyers maybe 8 years ago. And you know, they was having some type of sale and they had Michael Jordan's logo and some other stuff on the flyers. And you know, they had to sue him because they was like, look, man, if you advertising like I got something to do with this sale, I could be liable for something that goes down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you can't do that.
Somebody got sick, or somebody got sick off the product, or
exactly,
you know, there was some kind of violence that happened at the event. Yeah, so like he got a PR team. He you know, he got a lot of brands that depend on him, you know, pushing their products. So that's what I'm saying. Sonny would have been sued a long time ago. He would either, you know, they might have made him sign an NDA, anything. You know what I mean?
Right.
There wasn't no truth to it. So that right there tells me all I need to know.
That's interesting. I mean,
no question, man. So it ain't no denying it, man. I mean, people can pretend, you know, you can soft shoot for them, anybody, not you in particular, but it's a wrap, man. I mean, he's not gonna just, you know, just write. I mean, and these major public cases aren't. They're not making. They're not defending. I mean, they're not even talking about it. You know, ESPN.
They're not gonna talk about it either. They're not gonna talk about it.
No, they won't. And I mean, this is the third or fourth time within the past 3 years.
Correct.
And they have not said a one word about it
at all, and they won't. Yep. Yeah, they won't, man. But yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. Take it easy.
All right. Let's get some more in here. Boy, it is a war going on in the comment section, boy. Hey, FYF sports debates. I don't know what you came in here and did to the comment section on Man Down Sports, man, but it is a war going on, man. I don't know what y'all got going on. Oh, man. Phone line's still open, man. Hey, cut YouTube off so I can't hear the echo, and caller for Texas. Let me know what your name is.
Okay.
You got to cut YouTube off.
I just unmuted it.
Okay.
Cut it off altogether.
No, it's fine now. All right. What's your thoughts?
Am I on live right now?
Yes, sir.
Oh man. Oh, I'm Homer. from Austin.
What's going on, Homer? What's your thoughts on everything?
Well, my whole thing is like, I think Kevin Garnett's like, just trying to like, he's just like spitting, and he has, it's already in his head, so it's kind of like reflective of like what's really happening in the NBA, because the NBA never really got tested like that. They never really got tested. Remember when Rashad from what was his last name from
Rashad McCants?
No. Rashad from he played for Orlando back in the day.
Rashard Lewis.
Rashard Lewis, yeah, and he got something from the GNC, and that's not like crazy PEDs or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he popped positive on the test from something from GNC.
Yeah. You don't remember that, or
no? I don't remember that, but I think that's possible because it's sometimes new stuff come out in GNC and like it's people in the military that'll take something and then pop and not know, you know, they got something from the GNC and they have to dispute it. So that makes sense. I mean, yeah, but I guess what you're saying is if the test is that fidgety, then if LeBron was actually doing something, we probably would know about it. That's what you're saying?
No. I'm just saying. I guess that's different from Balco.
Okay.
That's a whole different, you know,
of course.
San Fran, a whole different PED scandal with Alex Rodriguez and all those guys.
Right.
That's a whole different thing. But what I'm asking is like, why would they put Rashad on that for like GNC, and they're not pulling LeBron out?
Well, I think sometimes the streets need a body, right? You know, sometimes you gotta throw a sacrifice out there, right? You know, so if nobody ever pops, it's almost like saying, hey, look, everyone in your league is clean, or y'all not really testing. Like if you've been testing for years and nobody ever pops, I mean, what are we doing? Right. So
like when you think about that, like,
I mean, I think a player of Rashard Lewis caliber would be a less of a hit on the NBA and its brand if he popped versus a player of LeBron James caliber.
But LeBron, you know, his wife got popped, his trainer got popped. Like,
it wasn't LeBron.
But it wasn't LeBron. But where there's smoke, there's fire.
In most cases, there, well, in an analogy of real smoke, yeah, it's probably a fire somewhere, right? So, I mean, I get your point, but like, you know, what I think in private, I would never say on a YouTube platform, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I would never say what I think in private, right? So what I'm saying now is what I'm saying now. What I think of private, no one ever know unless they talk to me in private.
I hear you, and
yeah.
I appreciate you. I mean, we can just as a general halfway intelligent human being, we can kind of see where you know the fingers are pointing.
The argument can definitely be made for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
By the way, I'm so happy I got on your show. This is pretty cool. And
yeah, it's dope. I'm glad you called in, man.
This is Homer from Houston.
Okay. All right.
I mean Austin. I was in Houston, but now I'm in Austin. But just remember, Homer, okay. I want to call in one day. And I'm not a Homer like a Homer for like I love one team or the other.
Yeah.
I'm Homer like, you know, the classic Homer from the Iliad and the Odyssey. But what I'd like to say is that I really like the show, and I hope you keep it up, and I hope it keeps going. And basketball is the greatest sport of all time.
I agree.
And I'm not trying to downplay LeBron or anything like that. It's just like, it seems as though where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
And I think that he's one of the greatest. He's up there in the top 5 to 10 players ever.
I agree.
I'm not hating on him. I just don't understand the way the media or the national media is like supporting him so much. And what do you think about that? Like, why does the national media support him so much and they don't ever backlash on him?
I mean, they one and the same, I guess. I mean, like somebody said earlier, man, they partners, right? They partners. And you don't eat your own. Dog don't supposed to eat dog. So,
is that like do you think that's a clutch sport thing?
I think it's both. I think it's the fact that LeBron's such a good player and he carried the league and in some ways still carrying the league, right? And the bottom line would be affected for sure. And if LeBron was, I mean, it's just so much at stake, man. It would make no sense for the NBA to ever allow LeBron to come off his throne.
Okay, well, let me just give you one more thing. Okay. Well, then why would the MLB push back so much on Barry Bonds?
Because they didn't want Barry Bonds to be their face.
Because Barry Bonds is the greatest. I mean, he's one of the greatest, if not the greatest, baseball player I've ever watched.
Yeah, I think he's up there, but he's not. He wasn't the MLB's choice. If he was, they would have never allowed that to happen to him. They didn't protect him at all.
No, they didn't like him. They didn't really like him.
Exactly. So.
But they picked LeBron. So, okay. I see what you're saying. Fact. LeBron's like compared to Barry Bonds, but Alex Rodriguez wasn't that hateable. I mean.
Yeah, but what was the fallback for A-Rod being implicated in those type of allegations? There really wasn't no fallback. Like LeBron is ambassador for the NBA. Like he's in bed with China. He's in bed with Nike. He's in bed with the biggest brand in the NBA with the Lakers. Like he knows what he's doing. Like him and Clutch Sports, they know what they're doing.
Oh, he put himself in position.
Of course he did.
Yeah. I just
he's a smart, calculated, super athlete.
Yeah, that's true. I'll give him that.
And that's what he is, man. So I think we got
Barry Bonds. What was he? 7-time MVP.
Yeah, and none of that matter no more. I mean, that's not even the record books no more. Just like Reggie Bush and his Heisman not in the record books, and Reggie Bush might be the greatest college player we ever seen. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. So, but I appreciate the call, man. I got 4 minutes to get one more phone call in here, man. Thanks for calling, Homer, man. Hope to hear from you on the next show, brother.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right, take care.
Yep. All right, let's get one more in here. One more. Super chat, Unpopular Truth. I appreciate it. Raising Canaan, watching Raising Canaan right now. Streets Need a Body. Yeah, is that from Raising Canaan? I thought that was from The Wire. Maybe they said it in both. Yeah, they probably said it in the Raising Canaan. I thought that was from The Wire. Streets Need a Body. Caller from Georgia. What's up?
What's up, man? This Unpopular Truth again.
What's up, brother?
When I seen Horace Grant on that, when they was on the podium, when they was up there talking on the stage, he said that they was gonna talk about that documentary.
That's when they was promoting it. That's when they was promoting the tour. He had to say what he had to say to hook the fish. That was the bait he threw out there.
That was the beginning of it.
Yeah, that was them coming in, announcing everything and all that stuff, man. But the tour didn't happen until a couple of days after that, or maybe more than probably almost a week after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then another thing I was gonna say, like, I was the one that said the NBA and LeBron James are partners.
Right.
And I've been saying this for a couple of years now, because think about this. In history, no other player has ever gotten exactly what they needed as other players around them that easily at all. Anytime he needed a trade, the media started saying it's a propaganda thing with him too. The media started saying he needs some help. He did great. He needs some help, but nobody else get that type of help. That's just like, I know you know with the Kobe thing with CP3.
Of course, yep.
That was they blocked that because of the same reasons why they letting him get it. It's the exact opposite. They knew Kobe. If Kobe had somebody like CP3 on his team, nobody was gonna be able to beat him for the next few years. But they didn't want Kobe to be the face no more.
You think that's what it was?
They couldn't get him with it. Huh?
You think that's what it was? I mean, Jenny Buss said it was something. And I don't know what her motivation for saying it, but she would shoot that idea down. Jenny Buss was on All the Smoke, and she said something different of why that trade fell down. So it's a lot of reasons. Gilbert Arenas got this take on it as well because he was somehow part of that trade. It's a lot of people who have spoken about that trade, but I have my own idea of why it didn't go down. Like there's business explanations as far as the NBA was they owned the Hornets at that time because they didn't have an owner, so the NBA owned it. And what they're saying is that as a commissioner or as an owner of the Hornets, they didn't like what they was getting back in the trade, so the trade didn't make sense for them, right? But this is what I think was really going on. I think they was in desperate need to sell that team, and the owner of the New Orleans the Saints, the owner of the Saints had already somewhat agreed to buy the team. But this is also the same year that Anthony Davis was supposed to be in the number one pick in the draft, right? So what was going down is CP3 wanted out of New Orleans, and that was their superstar. And you can't sell a team to a billionaire without a superstar, because you're selling me a team that's going to lose money. I can't even sell tickets. Like, how am I going to fill these seats next year without CP3? So the NBA felt like we can't let CP3 go and still sell this team. We won't be able to sell it. So I think they shut the trade down, and they gave an excuse for why they shut the trade down. But they shut the trade down. But then they thought, you know what? We can just rig the lottery and make sure they get Anthony Davis. So when they had that idea that, all right, we'll just give him the number one pick so he can get Anthony Davis, there's your franchise player. And then they'll approve the trade to the Clippers for a worse package. Like the Clippers didn't even offer a better package than the Lakers. So they can't lie to us and tell us that they shut the trade down because they didn't like the players they was getting back. They shut the trade down because they couldn't sell the team without a superstar. And then when they thought about, oh man, we'll just do what we did with the Knicks and let them get Patrick Ewing, we'll do it for Anthony Davis. And then that's what happened. And I don't know if you can remember, if you can find this online, when they did the lottery on camera, the potential owner was there. And as soon as they got the number one pick in the lottery, he signed the paperwork to take over ownership of the team. It was almost like, I'm not signing it until I know for sure I got the number one pick. Right. So I think that was real crazy on how that went down, man. I don't know if people remember it that way, but I remember it vaguely because I've been watching the cheating and all the scandals with the NBA for a long time. So I didn't forget that. Yeah. But all right, go ahead. No, go ahead.
But that's just what I thought about it. From what I remember with Kobe, because I heard a lot of rumors about the same thing that I said about it just then. But to go back on what I was saying about LeBron, he's been getting all the perks from everything. You got to think, and one other thing, and I'll let you go. You got to think about when LeBron left a lot of his teams. He left a lot of his teams after they won the championship, after they was in the championship and lost. So now you got everything that you wanted and got to the championship, and you say you needed more help, and you got to the championship 10 times in a row. Well, not 10 times, 8 times in a row in the East.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying? Like, you got everything you wanted.
Yeah.
So that's what always been happening for him. If you got to imagine what his career would be if he didn't get everything that he wanted.
I got an idea. What it would have been like. I do have an idea. I think LeBron is one of those great athletes, one of those great players in the NBA, but I think his career trajectory probably would have been something similar to those superstars that got 1 or 2 rings. right? Similar to Dirk, similar to KG. I think that's he's on par for that. But the not staying in Cleveland and jumping from Cleveland to Miami, from Miami to back to Cleveland, and from Cleveland to LA. And each time he did that, he was running away from a co-star that was either too hurt to help him in Wade's case, or in the case of Kyrie Irving, he ran from him. So he had to go and find another co-star in LA. So every time he was getting a younger co-star to help him, which is going in reverse. That's that Benjamin Button. But Michael Jordan's co-star in Pippen was getting older and more decrepit and more injured as time went on. And he still wanted to play with that old guy, right? So imagine if Jordan could have said, my co-star is getting older, get me a superstar that's younger, and I can keep going, right? That's a different mindset. Right. LeBron was able to do that. He was able to leave Cleveland, then go play with Wade. Wade knees look like they're bad. I'm going to leave Wade, go play with Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving quit on me. I get to leave him, go to LA and bring AD in. That's a great luxury to have, to get a co-star agent in reverse, right? So I think that's a real good thing that people should talk about. And without doing that, he probably gets 1 or 2 rings, in my opinion. But all right, man, thanks for the call. I'm gonna open the phone lines up for one more.
All right, bro.
All right, yep. All right, let's get one more in. One more. Caller from DC, what's up?
What it do, my man?
What's going on?
King.
What's up?
I got in on the last call, my man. We still on the line?
Yeah, man. What's your thoughts?
I bet, my man. So on everything, I was even saying it before it comes out like they weren't really bashing Jordan. So, Kobe, my favorite player, like my first call that I made, right? Sometimes when I even see Smush Parker would speak his truth, I would still like it and respect it, you feel me? So I just feel like whether or not they were like talking about, what Jordan did or whatever may be the case, it's their experience, you feel me?
Right.
It's their perspective, and we can't let our idols, they're not God, you feel me?
Right.
So we can't just like go about it, just like bash them. Oh, they can't do the tour in America. Like 2 of them are Americans.
Right.
Why they can't do the tour in America, you feel me? And then Jordan didn't win really none of them without Pippen.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, a good observation.
You see how Patrick Mahomes got in Travis Kelce and he's coaching them commercials?
Yeah.
Like maybe Pippen didn't have the business there. Like how really did Jordan like gave back to Pippen? I'm not saying nothing, but like it says a lot. All of Kobe was hard to deal with, right? All of his ex-teammates, at least most of them, even Smush Parker, they got positive things to say about him. But at the same time, he was an ass because he wanted to win. Because I feel like if Kobe didn't get Paul, what people didn't remember is Kobe got Kwame Brown and Smush Parker and balling. Before he got Paul, he was like second or first in the league with that team. He took that team and got 3 off Phoenix. So just like I said, I know my last call, I went right to Jordan last shot. And I wanted to clear that up as to why I think Kobe was better than Jordan just before I really run.
Okay.
It's because every fault that Jordan has, Kobe like perfected. He was like, okay, why did Jordan have to push off? I'm going to make sure I never push off nobody. I'm going to get my shot off no matter what. You feel me?
Right.
Just like when he missed all those shots in Utah, he was like, hey, why did I miss those shots? My legs wasn't strong enough. He's meticulous breaking down everything. So for me, and with LeBron with the PED, I really wanted to, like, all of them get performing and thing. They're not drinking the same thing like we're drinking out here every day. They're athletes, right?
Right.
So I just think with him, I ain't even going to use that because obviously it's not working. He's not making his game better or nothing. So, so for me, I don't care what he's taking, honestly, because, it'll be even worse if he was out there taking stuff and his career, it is what it is, you feel me? So it's like, if he's taking it, I honestly feel like, pro athletes, like just like how you say the league holds some whistle or make some star shine. I just feel like every pro athlete takes something to be performing like that, bro. You said you used the ball. I used the ball. It's not easy making it pro, bro.
Right.
So, and then to sustain all of that. So, all of them, I really do feel like take something. So that's why Kevin Garnett was like, tell us that new juice. Because he probably like, there is juice. But look at you taking that new juice, LeBron, sitting out on the market.
He said, give me that.
Man.
He said, give me that. Yeah.
Us, man, you know, it'll better for us at home and everything. Like, let us know what you're taking, LeBron. Give us that new juice, all of them on. So that juice thing, bro, I ain't even pay that no man because I'm definitely on the LeBron hater side. People would put me, but I don't really, because that's not gonna make him dribble no better. Still travel every game like he's going to China. So I don't, all of that don't make no sense at all, man. Like I said, I'm happy that I got in, bro. I was trying to call from the first stop. Did you feel me?
Yeah.
So for me, Pippen and them got their perspective, they got their truth, you feel me? And one thing we should do is accept people for what they say and not just bash people because we have our heroes,
Right.
We should listen to people. And I just think that Last Dance documentary, like, I didn't know Pippen didn't go back in the game. You feel me? A lot of things what they said about Pippen, I thought personally they showed him in a bad light.
Well, no, but that was common knowledge though. I watched that game live when he didn't go back in, and even as a young man, I knew why he was pissed off. I understood it because I knew that this was his first opportunity to be under the shadow of Michael Jordan, and Phil would not draw the play up for him, and he drawed it up for this new guy and Tony Kukoc. I understood that. I understood why they was frustrated.
And not everyone would do whatever it takes to win. So a lot of people talk about Kobe got Shaq. Not everyone can be a good Robin, bro. Not everyone can be a good Robin.
That's true.
So Pippen being upset, like you heard what Coach K said, Kobe will do anything to win. That's why I was so mad when he went on Team USA because he taught all of them how to play basketball and how to be the best and still work harder than all of y'all. So for me, I was mad at Kobe for that. I was like, why the hell you going to give these fools the formula? And you saw what their careers turned after that. LeBron figured out how to master the game because Kobe tell you to be a champion, you're the one that's writing the game that everyone is reading.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
That's different, bro. He and Phil hate accidental basketball.
Right.
So the way this man mind operates, he's on a different level, and he went and gave LeBron and them that formula. So although LeBron ain't nowhere as better than KD playing basketball, he's more cerebral, and he uses his mind to have a better career than KD, because I really thought KD, we have a saying in Jamaica, follow crush monkey get left. So, but KD followed what LeBron did, but the media don't like him.
Exactly.
So they're going to punish him more.
Yep.
You feel me? They're going to put, because say the media wanted everything to be fair, right? When they gave LeBron that super team, let Kobe and CP, let CP and Kobe and Melo go on a team.
Yeah.
And let's challenge, let's battle out. You think LeBron and them would have gotten one? Nope.
No.
It's even CP and Melo. I was like, in that time, give Kobe CP and Melo. Even a young Paul George at that time, give Kobe CP and Paul George.
Yeah.
Or even Dwight. I was disappointed. Dwight, he's a jokester or whatever. Kobe was too serious for him. I really was disappointed. And Steve Nash was too old at that time. But for me, Pippen and them boys, this is my number one point I want to get across. They have a right to tell their story too. Jordan is a man, a human being, just like everyone else. Just like Kobe for me, you feel me? Like I said, if I hear Smush or somebody come out when Smush was saying Kobe didn't talk to him for years, it's the same thing Tony Parker said about Tim Duncan. You feel me? And nobody has Tim Duncan as an ass or whatever. He's a young dude that ain't got nothing to talk to you about. Right now I'm trying to win championships. And if you're here not helping me with that, because I saw Smush Parker made great plays against Steve Nash and got that steal for Kobe Bryant with that buzzer shot. So although Kobe had problems with him at the same time, he had moments where he did his job. And I really feel like Kobe would have had them boys playing on like
Yeah, I
a
agree.
different level, just like he did with Sasha Vujacic, Jordan Farmore, Shannon Brown, Roddy Curryoff.
Yeah.
All of them boys Kobe won with. They talk about LeBron make other teammates worse. He suck their power like the Kardashians and then throw them away when they're not down. They have no use for them. That's what he do.
Yeah.
Everyone that plays with him get worse. So
Yeah.
the PED thing, man, it ain't making him no better.
Yeah.
That's I don't know. So that's pretty much. But for Pippen and them, they have a right to say what they want to say, just like Jordan for me.
All right, brother. Good call, man. I appreciate it.
Men out there. Bless my man.
All right, bless up, man. All right, brother.
All right, my man.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna end it, but hey, look, this is the last chance for everybody to go ahead and hit the like button, man. That hasn't hit it. Go ahead and hit the like button there, man. That's the best way you can help us out, man. I do want to get to this comment though, because I think this is interesting. Going back to the last topic of Monty Williams and the referees calling the foul, right? Remember, I said the referees have a obligation to the NBA to help provide fantastic finishes and help provide drama toward the end and close games, and and let the players decide on the court. The Jordan push-off. If referees didn't swallow their whistles at the last minute and leave it up to the players to make the play, we wouldn't have that fantastic finish of Michael Jordan ending his career in Utah and hitting that game winner and holding the pose with his follow through. We don't get that. They blow the whistle on that, right? So it's a catch-22. Do you want the NBA to help facilitate, or you want the referees to help facilitate entertainment for you? Because that's what they're selling. They're selling entertainment. Or do you want pure basketball, right? And I think it's a push-pull effect on that, man. But that's all I wanted to say about it. Appreciate all the super chats. Appreciate the comments and all the call-ins. Appreciate everybody for sticking from the beginning to the end on this, man. I definitely appreciate all the call-ins for sure, man. So thank y'all for being here. We'll catch y'all on Friday, full panel Friday. We'll be here, man. Be ready for the call-ins. And until next time, peace.